Ooh.
Pikachu titties.
Pi- mm.
I don't. Now I want to see
I
Pikachu with titties, and I would
Not even
Google it.
close to where I expected that to go.
I mean, if you
Airport,
have any expectations where what one of us is going to say the most insane thing first, it's pretty. It's going to be me or Ken most of the time
Mm.
because we're the crazy ones.
Mm.
Crazy. Do. By the way, we are the Murder Moose Podcast, part of the Slashing Cast Podcast Network.
It's in the game.
It's in Ken's boom. Her boom.
Did you say my boom?
Your boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
boom.
right.
I think that bum is
What,
what he was going
bitches?
for.
Bitches. I'm Rod.
I'm
Brian.
Continue.
Just trounced all over again.
Poor
It's
Continue.
okay. I trounced all over you. Just
It's-
call me an elephant. I'm gonna trample on your head. Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, now we're gonna call
Guess
Ken
who
dumb.
forgot to take their meds today completely, by the way.
I didn't take any Adderall today either. I get it.
I haven't
just-
taken shit.
You have
I'm a raw dog in life.
You
raw
have
dog in it. Yeah.
you have
So did you
medications
ever
that they
your
tell
mom what raw dog meant, Ken?
Ken's arm is
Okay.
breaking on her.
Did you ever tell your mom what raw dog meant?
No.
Dude, that's my favorite thing on Thursdays that Zeke calls his mom and then like chat asks her questions and it's often things like asking her if she knows what like raw dogging means or like Eiffel Towers or like it's the best thing ever and it makes me laugh because she sits there and isn't offended but she just like answers honestly and it's pretty fucking hysterical because it's just
Aw,
like
that's cute.
this Montana woman who just kind of lives her quiet little life and like doesn't get on the internet to hear the horrible things of the internet and just is herself and it makes me laugh every time. So
Listen, I have to tell you, I'm reading a book right now that has some gunplay in it. And like at one point, this is super intense, but I mean, we're going to be talking about a movie today that fucked me up pretty hardcore. But at one point in this book, this guy is like shoving his gun in her vagina
Her
to
who?
get her off. And afterwards, she's telling her friend about it. And she's like, I guess that brings a new definition to finger bang. And I laughed so hard.
I want to finger bang my way into your life. Do.
That South Park?
Yeah, the South Park where
yeah.
they make the boy band and they sing about finger
Yeah,
banging.
they sing a song called Finger Bang.
Yeah.
I have to constantly ask people if they know what oil rigging is and explain that it is finger banging yourself. Okay, sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just, you know what? I mean, Ken, let's be real. I'm the one who thought it was a good idea to tell Socrates that what a backpack was. So, like, we all make mistakes.
Yeah,
Ken.
thanks for that. That's like 17 years of that now.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
it's a lot of backpacking. A lot of backpacking. And if you don't
Hopefully
know,
backpacking through Europe.
yeah, if you don't know what a backpack is, it's when a large bottom has a small top, and so when they're riding them, it looks like a backpack. And so here we are. What have you guys been up to? Ken's been carving wood. She has all her fingers still.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing like some random shop streams and stuff. I'm getting ready to go back to the States, which means shit's gonna be kind of weird for the next like month. I just got back from walking to get a beaver tail and poutine because let's do the most Canadian thing I can do on a Sunday, and it was pretty good.
Did you have Timmy's too? Because if you had Timmy's too, it would be and
No.
maple syrup. You need Timmy's
No
and maple
Timmy's.
syrup.
I don't like maple syrup. I don't like
Maple syrup.
just watching Attack on Titan. We started Attack on Titan for the first time, and like I'm really mad at myself for liking these shows that are popular, and I don't know why I'm so mad at myself about.
Because you're a
that,
hipster.
but
You're a hipster,
I
and
guess,
yeah.
but fuck, I really like it.
Dude,
I've heard very good things about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, well, I was so anti-anime for so long,
Mm.
and then Cats has been slowly getting me into it. and we started Attack on Titan. I was like, oh, this is gory as fuck. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this
Yeah.
story is really interesting. And now that like I can recognize certain voice actors from the other shows, I'm like, oh, that's All Might, or oh, that's Deku, or oh, that's, and then I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Dude, I started that show because everyone wouldn't shut up about it. Like, and I got like 6 or 7 episodes in, and I was like, this is cool, but like I have no attention span for this, and just stopped. It's the
Did
same
you
thing.
do it dubbed or subbed?
Subbed. I don't want. I
Yeah.
can't sit there and read dubs most of the time for like
No,
that.
dubs are when they're not subbed.
Okay,
Like,
that's what I
subs are
meant.
subtitles.
Yeah, sorry.
Because like
I
I like the dubs. I won't do subtitles.
I don't think
so.
we're awake.
no,
No, I
dude. I
was
woke up.
gonna come back and take a nap, you know, and then you guys were like, "We're ready," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's."
None
do
of
it."
us are on our
Yeah.
game. It's
No.
gonna be a good episode.
I can't like. I'll do movies and stuff, but like you're watching. Was it 5 seasons of Attack on Titan that are all in Japanese? Nah, man, it is. I have way too many ways of like even watching fucking Bring Her Back. I had to make sure I was watching the movie the whole time because those Aussie accents at times I was just like, what? Huh?
Yeah, it's really easy to zone out on those.
Yeah.
Plus, I usually am doing something else at the same time, like fucking with my phone or something. Like
Yeah.
usually I'm playing some kind of game on my phone or some shit because
Yeah.
I'm a boomer, I guess.
You're not
So
a boomer.
yeah, I don't.
Brian's a boomer. No,
No.
no, Brian's a Gen Xer. Brian's a Gen
Pretty old.
Xer. Brian is a prehistoric caveman.
Yep. Yep.
Brian and I both saw Superman, and we loved it, and it was very wonderful. And I'm thoroughly convinced that if you don't like that movie, you're a MAGA. Like that is like 100% like my like. It's like my thing of if you don't like Sinners, I think you're racist. Like it's like all these things that are pretty like these super high quality movies, and I'm like if you don't like these, and it's because of the word woke makes me laugh so hard because these idiots are so stupid. They're all referencing Fight Club, which was written by a gay man who's mocking toxic
I know, right?
masculinity, and they're so stupid that they think it's an insult, and it's just like no, you're the one who's being insulted for using it, you silly bitches. So, but
I like the people that are like, Rage Against the Machine is woke.
Yep. They're like, you haven't been. That's like the thing. Like, why are comics woke? And it's like, Superman's always been Superman, and it's like the same thing as like the X-Men, who are like a thing for like pointing out being like discriminated against in the '60s because of like all the race shit that was happening in the '60s, and you're just like, no, you just haven't been paying attention. They're like when people are like, what do you mean Punisher's not a good guy? Or like Homelander's the real bad one. Like when people don't realize Homelander's a bad guy, I'm like,
I really want to believe that people who think that Homelander is not a bad guy just haven't really been watching the show at all.
They haven't.
yeah.
That they turned on
And
the
if
show
they
once
do-
and they were like, "Hey,
and-
a guy that looks like Superman."
Well,
he's
they
a good
probably
guy."
are watching the show, but
They're dumb.
just too dumb
Yeah.
to understand. Like, I mean, hey, we tried telling those particular people for a long time that the person that they wanted to vote for was a liar,
Yeah.
and a scumbag, and he wasn't going to fulfill any promises that he made to them. And then now it's happening, and a lot of them are like, "Why isn't he doing this?" It's like,
My
"I told
favorite
you
is
fucking do this."
I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did. You voted for
100%.
exactly 100%. He told you everything he's doing because he's a piece of shit before he did it. And you people are so dumb. It's just like they published a document telling you what they were going to do. You morons. You morons.
They didn't read it. He didn't read it either.
Yeah.
I read
No.
a lot
He
of
can't read.
No.
The fucking guy can't read.
With his 70 IQ, no, he can't read. So
They,
yeah, it's
Did you hear that a bunch of Republican senators got together to go talk with Trump at the White House about them being concerned that they were going to lose their seats. They weren't going to get reelected if he signed the bill into place.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, as long as you don't touch Medicaid, you'll be fine."
Medicaid and Medicare and like
Yeah,
and
and they were
something else.
like,
Yeah,
"That bill cuts Medicaid by like billions of dollars," and he was
Yeah.
like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
He
I
didn't
mean,
even
that's-
fucking know. He doesn't even because he doesn't read. He
no.
doesn't read. He can't
Neither
read.
does Worm Brain guy.
Yeah.
RFK Jr.
Yeah.
He doesn't read shit.
Can't read. No,
They're
they
just
don't-
a bunch of
they can't read.
idiots that are only doing this for their own purposes, and it's just not for the country. So yeah. Brian, you went and saw Superman also.
I did.
It's one of those things that I can't suggest that movie enough because it's one of those movies that just makes you feel good. Watch. It's like one of those movies where you're like, I am happy watching this, and like, and the message that being punk or being kind is punk is a message I think is real relevant in the modern times.
It
so
is.
yeah. So go see it.
I thought it was on first viewing. It's probably my second or third favorite Superman movie of all time out of every Superman movie.
I think it's my favorite, but I haven't
That's
watched
fair.
all the Christopher Reeves. I didn't watch the
You
first one
only
as a
need to
kid.
watch the first two, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever watched the second one, but
Second one's good. Like 90% of the second one was directed by the same guy that made the first one.
yeah, then he got fired and when he was editing it or some insane
Yeah,
shit,
pretty
right?
much.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say before we talk about this crazy movie? Ken, you've been playing weird games. You've jumped down the hole of Final Fantasy 14 like you're just like getting addicted to
hell
things.
yeah.
Yeah, I jumped back down into it for a little bit, and then but now I'm on Graveyard Keeper, so I'm playing a little
Oh.
Final Fantasy, but like off stream and a little on stream.
Yeah.
But I've been back on another Graveyard Keeper kick. So
I mean, it is goth.
That
It
game,
is
I think.
it is goth Stardew Valley, so I mean, it makes sense.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a new one coming out called Grave Seasons that Blumhouse is doing,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like Stardew Valley meets goth.
Yeah, I saw that.
hardcore.
Yeah, I saw the trailers for that when it was like at the Summer Game Fest, and it looks kind of wild. Like there's like puzzles and shit like that, and yeah. I started up the first Berserker Kazan yesterday, and I'm really enjoying that game. It's like the anime Souls game. So
Mhm.
from some Korean developer, but I'm enjoying it because I guess it was another one of those games they launched and everyone's like, why is this so hard? And they finally fixed it. Like Tilly was like, this shit's too hard, I hate it. And then like I play it when it's like adjusted and I'm like, this is cool. And she's like, that actually looks playable now. And I'm like, yeah, so here we are. So but I'm enjoying it. So I think that's anything else before we dive into this fucking the antithesis of a feels good movie here.
Oh yeah.
Ken, do you have a synopsis for this film Bring Her Back from 2025?
I do. A brother and her sister, a brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual at a secluded home of their new foster mother.
Right off, I want to say I think this woman may be one of the most hated characters in a horror movie like of all time.
Easily.
Like this woman is up there
Absolutely.
with like the parents from The People Under the Stairs. Like that
Yeah.
level of like, why is this person so fucking horrible? And yeah, man, I was watching this morning and I'm just like, and like we talked about like a couple years ago, it was like before Brian joined, I think full time. It was like everyone's favorite. Talk to Me was like everyone's favorite movie that year in 2023. Like it was funny because 2022 we had such an excellent outpouring of horror movies. And 2023 was good. It wasn't as good. And Talk to Me was kind of like the universally, or on this podcast universally, the like #1 horror movie of the year. And so we all knew that this movie was going to be gas, or assumed it would be. But we knew it was also going to be fucking not a comfortable watch. And yeah, this movie is not a comfortable watch. And it is like very like powerful thing about like loss and what people will do to like cope with loss and or not cope with loss is I think is the main point of this movie is like how what you will do if you don't cope with loss. And fuck man. You just feel like these kids movies after you're done with them, you kind of feel like grimy and like it's very much the antithesis of what I felt like after getting out of Superman. Like it's
that's accurate.
Yeah, and
this is not the warm fuzzy at all. This is the total opposite of it.
I was kind of actually, to be honest, I thought this movie was going to end even darker than it did. Like they didn't like the fact that the two kids survived was like pretty like I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought all the children were going to die, or at least the sister. I mean, but I was kind of surprised about that. But Ken, you watched this before last week's show and you were like, oh my God. And you've said, and even at the beginning of today, I think you said this movie kicked your ass. What was the thing that really kicked your ass about this?
Well, I mean, obviously I've mentioned it a lot, the kitchen scene, but
Yep.
And we'll get into that at some point. But like overall, I think the whole concept of not dealing with your grief and not handling your grief and like pushing that grief onto others and expecting other people to kind of like help carry that burden.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's expecting the boy to carry the burden. She's expecting everyone in her world to continually carry the burden and expecting the girl to carry her burden and like not letting that grief go and not taking the steps to do so. Also, side note, for the life of me, I could not remember where the main woman, I had seen her in something before.
Oh.
She's the lead actress in The Shape of Water.
Yeah, Sally Hawkins.
Yeah, I did not realize that.
I didn't
and I know
realize,
she's been in other shit too, but
How to Fuck a Fish, the movie.
Yeah, How to Fuck a Fish. How to Fuck a Fish.
That movie is great. Okay,
That movie is fantastic.
It's wonderful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
But yeah, anyway, like the whole thing, my biggest part of this movie, there's so many parts of this movie that will always stand out to me.
Yeah.
Like, but that kitchen scene will forever fuck with me. This movie, I almost turned off at that point because I was so like, whoa, like that's a lot. Like it was just so graphic and so intense. For those of you that are using this as a spoiler and haven't seen the movie or whatever, there is a scene where the foster boy who's like almost 18 is in the kitchen cutting up fruit.
Oh, okay, the foster boy. I thought you were going to talk about the kid. Yeah,
No,
it was
no.
like, yeah.
Cutting up fruit for the kid.
Yeah.
And he puts like a piece of melon down on a knife and the kid picks up the melon and starts chewing on the knife blade. And I don't know why, like even saying it makes my heart do like a weird, like twitchy thing.
Yeah.
It's so, the way that it's done is so graphic and so strong and just, it destroyed me. That and him eating her body at the one point was pretty.
Yeah. That is, I was saying it to Ken earlier that like she had mentioned on her stream the other day about like the kitchen scene, and I'm like, oh great. So the kitchen scene comes down and it is literally, she's talking about he's cutting fruit and then he goes down under the counter and I knew it was something was coming. I didn't know what was coming. And I'm like, so I got all like, oh no. And then he pops up in the that is happening and I'm just like, because it's like his lip is like going up because it's like that kid's teeth are just fucked this entire movie and you're just like and it's just like it's so like
yeah, they said that it was a rubber knife that was used with a fake head model. Then when he bites the kitchen countertop, it's a super soft, custom-made balsa wood laced with chocolate for him to chew on.
Oh, wow.
And that the really disturbing and traumatic part for it was not Michael, but the other boy or the other guy who runs it, Danny.
Yeah.
He was like actually chewing on a knife and like chewing on counters and stuff for the sound effects. But like obviously not the blade, but like chewing on the not chewing like sharp down. but he said that that was the most traumatic part of it, was just listening to it.
Yeah, that is. I mean, the sound effects in this fucking movie are just like brutal. I mean, it reminds me of like the hard scene to watch and talk to me is when the kid starts smashing his head on the what, like the bathroom, like the shower stall or whatever the fuck it was, and you're just like, that sound effect combined with that graphic imagery in this is just like, Brian, did you see this in the theater or did you just watch it on?
I watched this on the Plex.
Yeah.
It took a couple of times to finish it. I started it one day, and then I was pretty tired when I was trying to watch it, so I shut it off, and then I finished it up another day. But yeah, I didn't go to the theater to see this. I should have, but I guess I only not because I particularly loved the movie that much, because I don't hate it, but I also am not in love with this movie. I think it's good, but I should have went and seen it in theater because I just haven't fucking been using my fucking AMC A-list shit hardly at all lately.
I have to say, I did when that knife scene happened. I literally, I went out loud, "Ah!" Like I made the fucking noise because they like it goes up there with like, dude, like with Hereditary when the little girl's head bounced off the telephone pole, or like Talk to Me with the like it's that
when her head bounced off.
I mean, it bounced off because it did go bounce.
You made it sound like an America's Funniest Videos clip.
I mean, it was part of America's Funniest Home Videos clip. Come on, let's be real, Ryan. She played Make the Head Disappear, and she was very good at it. Oh, by the way, she's in some new horror movie that I heard was supposed to be pretty crazy, but I don't know if it's out yet. That girl. Yeah, Brian. Okay, I have to ask you: Is it because of the grimy, dirty feeling that you have after watching these guys' movies that you were like not completely in love with it?
No, I just I have a like, because I like Talk to Me too, but I didn't love Talk to Me. I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really, really good movie, and this is a really, really good movie. I can only do movies that are just so fucking miserable so much.
Yeah.
Because this movie, it's just fucking awful. Like in the sense that it's even after it's all said and done, you're like, God damn, I sure do. These kids, they're fucked forever. You know what I mean? Like this movie, it doesn't have a happy ending, which is fine. You know, and you know, and like poor fucking Andy, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like that poor fucking kid.
He got dealt a hand. Yeah, dude, he got dealt a hand that's just.
I can only watch movies that are like this, that just are just miserable so often.
Yeah.
It's another reason why, like, the movie like The Mist.
Yeah.
To me, like, everybody loves that movie, and you know that movie's a great movie, but Jesus Christ, it's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
You know. And,
I think. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's the only reason that this movie isn't just I'm just not in love with this movie. I think this movie is an incredible story. It's told incredibly well.
Yeah.
It's acted incredibly well. Like everything top notch, just fucking direction. Everything about this movie is just absolutely amazing. Not fully my scene.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I said it, I think, to someone, I don't know who it was, but I said to someone, I'm like, this movie is the type of movie I'm like, yeah, I'm happy I watched it, but this is not a go back and watch it kind of movie.
I'll never watch it again.
It's like the only times I've rewatched The Mist a couple times. One, I got the Blu-ray and I got the black and white version, and I watched the black and
movie once.
Yeah, and then I think I showed it to someone. Like, this is the type of movie. Bring Her Back that I would show to people to fuck with them and just to sit there and watch their reactions the whole time.
I wouldn't even show it. I would just tell people to watch it. I say, hey man, check it out. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna want to fucking eat a fucking bullet afterwards. Fantastic,
dude. It is really funny. Like I said, like watching Superman yesterday and watching this today. It is a very, like, it's such opposite ends of the spectrum of
yeah.
like Superman's just hope and like kindness, and this movie's like, no, the world's bleak. And it's funny because it's like these are two 20-something Australian kids who are putting out these movies that are just like,
Yeah. These guys are 2 for 2 though, man. 'cause
Yeah.
both of their movies are kind of, I mean, they're just great.
Yeah.
Talk to Me is fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, I've only seen it once, and I'm only going to watch it that one time.
yeah.
Just like fucking Hereditary. You know, I've seen Hereditary once. Never going to watch it again. I don't need to.
Yeah, I think I'd watch Hereditary again, and I think I'd watch Talk to Me again. This one I would after a few years.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Hereditary, I think, is one of those movies that I get it, but also Hereditary is Ari Aster's most rewatchable movie, because that movie, the first time you watch Hereditary, doesn't make sense. Like, you're like completely like, I mean, it makes
That's fair.
sense, but like it makes way more sense a second time because
I'll agree with you. Yeah, I've only seen it the one time, but I could imagine watching it a second time. It probably does. Everything probably does line up a lot
Yeah.
easier. I think Midsummer is his most rewatchable movie, just because that fucking dude and the goddamn bear is fucking hilarious.
I love that movie so
Yeah,
much.
I think
He
Midsummer
has
is
to
great.
watch it with me, and we've talked about it. He thought for a long time that it was something else.
yeah.
So at some point, he's gonna watch it with me.
My biggest problem with that over Hereditary is being rewatchable is that the fucking length. I think Midsummer.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is Midsummer is so
It
fucking
is.
long.
It is really long.
He keeps doing that because he went from Midsummer to Beau is Afraid, and that movie's even
That movie's
longer.
19 hours long.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, you are just turning into.
I will never watch Beau is Afraid again.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't. A lot of people love it. Not for me.
I liked it a lot. It's a weird Ari Aster movie where it's beautifully shot, the act, but it's a surreal movie, right? Like it's not as surreal as some other movies, like the guy who keeps making those weird ass movies with Big Eyes from Easy A. What's her name?
I like her.
Emma Stone. I couldn't think of her name. She's got big eyes. She's a pretty lady, but she's got big eyes. And that guy keeps making weird surrealist movies, and this isn't the same level, but like Beau is Afraid is the same thing. It's like, I think that when people don't get fucking like restrained at all during movies, it's just like, you guys need to learn how to fight. That's why like Superman was 2 hours and 7 minutes with credits. And I hear that I've read that the original cut was like 4 hours long. James Gunn has been making movies for 20 years and learned how to fucking, edit down his movies into like, that perfect,
You read that the original cut of Superman was 4 hours?
Yeah, like when he first got out of, he
what
cut
the
down.
fuck did he have cut? Because it's a great movie. Like,
Yeah.
everything flows good.
He had all the extra details and all the scenes being extended and all that stuff. And yeah, it was original. Like, I don't know if that might have just been like, okay, here with all the footage together, it's like, 4 hours long. But like,
Wow.
I think that though, how many minutes was this movie? It was like an hour and 45 or something like that. I think
104 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was 144 minutes.
This was 104 minutes.
Bring Her Back?
Yeah.
I thought it was an hour and 45 minutes on Flex or
That's
something like that.
104
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's 105
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, an hour and 40. Sorry.
Ken's brain
We're
went
not
to
awake. I'm telling you guys.
I am so
yeah.
tired. Like,
We are all so tired.
Yeah. Dude, I was up at 5 o'clock going, why can't I go back to sleep? But like, I've been really impressed with these two, like just nailing in that, like that sweet spot of like, under 2 hours and just like they don't waste time in this, like at all.
No.
They start off with that fucking hardcore Russian, like scene that they tease you with, that you're like, what the fuck is going on? What are they doing? And why is this happening like this? And then they just go straight into this fucking dude. The dad dying reminded me of, like, we're talking about it anyways, Hereditary, kind of like that, like traumatic, death of a parent. Parents in that movie, but like, and you're just like, dude, you know what fucked me up when they show flashbacks of that and the sister's trying to fucking resuscitate him with all the fucking vomit and
The vomit.
like, that's so gross. Oh, by the way, Josh says this is the worst movie of the year, and he hates it. No, I'm just kidding. Josh couldn't be here, but he said it's his favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it will be up
He
there.
said last week's movie was so boring.
Yeah, he hated The Ugly Stepsister, so he doesn't like period pieces.
Pussy.
He's a pussy, a Canadian pussy.
Yeah, I wasn't here for last week, but I really enjoyed The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah,
I really like that.
me and Ken were like, I just told her last week, I was like, oh, I thought the toes were the bad part, and then the tapeworm scene happened.
Oh my god!
It's just like, it's like
kept fucking coming, bro.
Yeah, it was very much like when
expecting her to pass out from being so like oxygen deprived because you're not able to breathe when that shit's going down.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like these kids are like, it's been impressive. Like they must have Talk to Me must have done well enough that they were like, A24 is like, here, do your thing again and make some more thing. Because did you find a budget for this, Ken?
Yeah, it was 15 million.
So I think
they were between 15 million and 17.5.
Okay. Did they I think the Talk to Me was only like 2 million or something insane like that. Like it was like way less money.
I think Talk to Me did a little better though.
Theirs was 4.5 million.
Okay. So it wasn't they were like, here's more money. And this movie, man, the thing is, and I don't know about you guys, it felt like this movie didn't get any advertising and didn't get fucking theatrical time. Like, it wasn't in my Alamo by me, and it wasn't like, what did it come out in May, right? Something like May, and it was not.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known anything about it other than I saw like one ad somewhere at random.
Yeah, like. Alamo was playing, all their theaters were playing Talk to Me. This one got like no advertising, and it was just like I hate it, and that's
probably why Talk to Me, because Talk to Me almost made $100 million on that little $4 million budget. It made like $95 million. This only did like 23 million. This didn't get the promotional love that Talk to Me got at all.
And it was in theaters for like 2 weeks. It feels like it wasn't.
It doesn't feel like it was.
Yeah, it wasn't in theaters for worth of any amount of time, and it's just like that's the biggest thing. I don't understand how A24 continues to be A24 and not They never advertise their movies, and it's like I know they don't. Like their whole game plan is like make these artsy movies, but like when you're making artsy horror movies, you still need to fucking promote them. Like, and this is like. You see stuff like Sinners that did like a couple 100 million, and a lot of that was word of mouth, but it also was getting trailers. I think I saw one trailer for Talk to Me before another horror movie. Once. And it's just like, why? Like, why don't you guys advertise? Why don't you do things like fucking, they could have been doing like something with that video, like the Russian video, and like, Ken's falling asleep as we're sitting here. Look at her. She's going into her.
She's so sleepy.
She's her sweet little like cuddly. She's like cuddling in her chair, going, "I'm comfy. I'm comfy." But no, like if they would have done something with that video or done some advertising, like look at this. I'm sorry, this movie was significantly better than Longlegs, and Longlegs made so much fucking money because Neon actually fucking advertised it.
They went ham.
Neon killed it with the marketing on Longlegs.
A24, they just historically haven't really done that.
They're very hit and miss. I feel like A24 is very hit and miss.
That, and they released it was in May it came out, right? So they release it in the middle of like all these summer blockbusters coming out and all this stuff, and it's just like you guys gave this movie almost no fucking chance. Like you gave it almost no chance. You threw it out there, didn't advertise it. And like I think Talk to Me came out in like January or something like that. Like it was like way in a different like time frame. Like
Talk to Me did come out at a weird time.
It was like January or February, I think. And like
oh no, Talk to Me came out in October.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
And then it was released in July, in Australia, but it doesn't really have like a
Oh, okay.
U.S. release time. But it was released in October of 22.
I thought it was like January here or something like that, but
It
like,
probably was. It probably
yeah.
it doesn't have the U.S. release date, but
But-
because I think I remember it being like a really weird
Well,
time.
look at it. Things like The Monkey, right, that came out in what, February this year, like, or March or whatever it was, like earlier in the year. Like, you put horror movies out when they're not like. The thing is, like, all these movie theaters, it's the thing of how movies are doing in America right now. I mean, in the world, right? You don't have a lot of screens at a lot of theaters, so they put the fucking smaller, I mean, the bigger movies in there. You put a Jurassic World, or you put Superman, or whatever, and like this shit like this gets pushed out, and you're just like,
Yeah.
it just feels like almost incompetence. Like, it's like, just because you guys are making artsy movies, just this movie again. All three of us are saying that it's really well made and really this and that. But like, when you don't, if people don't know the fucking movie exists, then what happens? No one's gonna go see it, right?
Talk to Me was released in July in the U.S. as
Oh,
well.
it was? Okay.
For some reason, I thought it was a weird time too.
I don't know why I was thinking it was like the beginning of
But
the
that's
year.
a weird time to release Talk to Me though.
Yeah, it's
Because like that summer, like that Talk to Me wasn't a summer fucking. But I mean,
No.
it did make good money. It made $92 million. So
yeah. But that movie also got like, remember, Talk to Me was getting advertised before
get
every
before it.
movie like that had R-rated trailers before it. Where that movie was getting trailers all the time, and it's just like.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. Like, this movie is like, I feel like they learned from Talk to Me, and they had that, like, the cinematography was better in this. Like, they learned, it got better. The sound design was really great in this. Dude, like I said, the woman in this is the most despicable woman, one of the most despicable characters I've ever seen in a movie. Like, when she does the scene where she pees into the measuring cup and goes and pours that on him, you're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that scene was next level.
yeah. It's just
I do want to say there's another thing that kind of keeps me from like really falling in love with this movie is there's certainly a level of you do have to like have a level of disbelief, you know what I mean? You have to suspend your disbelief for a little while when you watch movies, and I totally get that. But I cannot get over the fact that I can tell you right now that there's absolutely no fucking way that woman would have ever been approved to foster children.
what are you talking about? She literally worked at the foster place for 20 plus years, and
Does not matter. That woman would never be approved to foster children.
So I wonder though, this is the honest case, because there's no timeline, right? There's zero timeline told in between when her daughter dies and when this all occurs, right? So you have no timeline of when she quits. It kind of seems like they were like, "Oh, you used to work here and you were awesome, so here you get these two children." Because guess what?
Yeah.
She wasn't fostering the little bald-headed boy. He was kidnapped. Like, it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't really think that it's fully stated that he was, but
No, it is fully stated. That's what the fucking
Okay.
the poster was.
Oh yeah. That's right.
The disappearance of the little kid.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Dude, by the way, that kid. Two things with that kid. One, he did a really good job of being a creep.
That's great. Yeah.
And two, talking about trauma. How do you play that at that age and not get fucked up, man?
Yeah, it's impressive. Like this movie's like performances in this movie. You're always gonna get really good performances from Sally Hawkins. She's just a really good actor.
He's
Yeah.
in that show Sweet Tooth. I've heard
Oh,
that's
yeah?
really good.
Oh yeah, the Netflix one. Well, he was
Yeah.
the main character on that. Yeah, he had horns. I only watched like one episode of it, and I
no,
didn't
it
do
says
it.
he's only been in one episode.
Okay, he was the main kid then. And then I never went back to that show, but like I enjoyed the one episode. It was just like it didn't hook me enough that I like had to immediately go back, and then I just get sidetracked off into the other world of everything else happening. Yeah, that kid kills it, man. And it's like, I think he had like the hardest role in this movie because
I think so too.
he just has to he conveys everything. He doesn't talk until the very end of the movie, right? And it's very much like, also, I think the concept of this fucking film is fantastic, where like people can someone dies and then I like, she called it an angel. I'm pretty sure it wasn't an angel. If it was an angel, it was a fallen angel. But like the whole like, then they eat the person and then like spit the soul back into the other, person. It's just like, that's a really, really interesting horror concept, like just like that. Talk to me, where the hand, that brings you into the spirit world and stuff like that. It is unique, and it's not a complete retread of some other thing. Like, I'm sure other movies have done pretty similar things, but it was an interesting thought. Dude, when that fucking kid is running around at the end of the movie looking like he's 9 months pregnant because he has the soul in him or whatever, and also
I just assumed it wasn't the soul. I just assumed it was the flesh of the girl.
but he didn't eat much of her. He just ate the face. Like, because
But
when
he's been walking around the house eating shit the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know, like, because when he got out of the fucking the salt circle, he was screaming or whatever, but when the cops found him, he was back to his normal size. And I know he vomited at one point, the black goo, but like, I don't know, man. Like, there's so much, like, they don't need to tell you everything. They accomplished what they need to, but I'm like, how did she get the demon or whatever into this kid?
Like, I was gonna say that I wish that we had more information on the like cult itself and the activity, but at the same time, I think like that's part of the, like, you don't need all that. I think having that would be too much.
Yeah. Like, how did she get the videotape? Like, how did she get a Russian smut video of people like?
That's not smut.
I meant not smut. I meant like
I know which, I can't think of the word.
Snuff. Yeah, snuff. That stuff is what I was trying to say. I mean, Zelda is being loud.
Oh, I thought that was mine. I was like,
no, I'm assuming I have an Amazon delivery coming with a bunch more stuff for Burning Man. So like,
oh, you going to Burning Man?
Yeah, I know I've never talked about it. Shut up, Brian.
I'm excited to hear about Burning Man.
Yes, I have my GoPro, so I will take pictures and share. Ken, I was gonna say, did you find any the kitchen stuff was cool about how they did the stuff? I was interested in how that kid ate that scene, because that, I told you when I came into your stream after I watched it this morning, I was like, every scene in the kitchen in this movie is fucking hard to watch, because him chewing on that fucking table with those fucked up teeth and watching his teeth like get like fucked up, like yeah. It's like he ends up looking like Gollum by the end of the movie. He was like, Gollum. My precious.
I want to say Sora Wong this is her first.
It is
movie ever.
Her mom found a Facebook advertisement with a casting call, and that's why they brought her. They were looking for a visually impaired girl.
Dude, she like does such a good job in it too.
Yeah.
It's the thing where like she's not
only a 41-day shoot. Sorry, I should have let you
wow.
going, but they did all of it in 41 days.
Okay.
I mean, which is impressive. If I assume Australia has similar laws to like child acting, right? Like, I don't know if the other kid was. I assume he was over 18. He was playing a 17-year-old, but like
Billy Barrett.
Yeah,
he's done stuff before though.
Dude, he was really good too.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He was in a bunch of stuff as a kid. Like, he's in the last like 3 years, his growth, he goes from looking like little boy to like, hey, he's a pretty cute guy.
He's a good looking dude. Yeah.
He's currently 18. He's currently 18.
Oh, currently 18. So me thinking he was cute in that movie is gross.
No, you're not. Saying he's cute is different from like, I want to suck his dick.
Yeah, you wanted to.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I mean,
that was Rod's idea.
I just said there was a difference, and that's what I'm saying. But man, it like, yeah, it's it's funny how like everyone in this movie was just like so well done. And was I the only one who thought that the crazy bitch deleted his voicemail and then like it sounded like she had it at the very end of the movie, like when she was
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm-
thought so too. I thought she had deleted it, but then she was listening to it, and I was like, okay.
Dude, was like I knew almost from the get go when she was like, you know, how she was treating him that like, oh, this bitch is a problem. But when she
Mhm.
gets on his phone and starts reading his Snapchat messages, I'm like, you are a cunt. A cunty
Yeah,
cunt,
like,
cunt, cunt.
if you don't want to read something bad, don't go through someone's shit.
Yeah. Well, this dude,
It's-
and that's the thing that I really liked about his character is he starts off going, yeah, he's really weird, and which is a reasonable first reaction from meeting that kid because he's just like
Yeah.
a mute who stares at you with like these like the lights are on but nobody's home kind of eyes. But then he's like trying to like she goes and she's like keep him in his room and he lets him out and like is like, here, you want some fruit? And which obviously leads to the horror, but like it is just like, dude. And I don't even think we mentioned when that kid fucking like is biting his own arm and like making like strip steaks out of his fucking arm. He's like, ah, it's just like, okay. And speaking of it, did she die by like opening up her artery or something in her arm, like from where the kid had chewed on her? Because that's what it kind of seemed like happened. Where she was like digging into her arm, and then I think she bled out in the pool with her daughter, right?
That's what I gathered.
Yeah. That's what it seemed like, but it's just like that's one of the last shots of the movie is them finding her floating with that corpse, which is holy fuck creepy. It's the thing, man, where like Brian, I completely get your feelings with movies like this, and I assume that you having kids probably makes it even worse. Like there's like feelings of like how watching these kids get treated like this, like as a parent, there must be some kind of like thing in the back of your brain that goes, fuck this noise, I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. But man, it is like I can completely appreciate how good this movie is without going, I'm never watching this again because I don't like feeling like I feel despair and like gross and like everything like that in a modern day everyday setting because of the world that I live in. So like I don't need to go watch my escapism in movies and go, oh, that made me feel even worse. You know, it's like what do you guys think is the do you think they could keep up like just making these dark and dreary, like make you feel gross films? Like I don't know if they keep like
I'd like to see them make a rom-com next.
A rom-com?
Supposed to be doing a
Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
But they
are these guys making the Street Fighter movie?
They were, but like, so I don't know if you know this, Brian, like their origin story on YouTube was like involved a lot of, you know, skits, but they used to make like fake Street Fighter skits. Like,
okay.
So they got hired and then I think Talk to Me or I mean this movie or something else.
That's the project. They're not making it anymore.
Yeah.
They met with Marvel Studios about a mystery project, though.
Dude,
Talk to Me 2 is in development, though.
I don't think you need that. I
agree completely.
But
I will say this. I didn't think you needed a black phone too.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if that doesn't look pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I think this year.
Probably October or September, I bet. I don't know. Like that's the last big one that I'm looking forward to for the year. Like that I know of. Like
which one?
Black Phone 2. Scott Derrickson.
October 17th.
Yeah. Okay. Scott Derrickson and fucking Joe Hill's stories. Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, I guess Joe Hill came up with the idea for the sequel after he watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they weren't gonna shut out the idea, and then unless if Joe Hill did it, and they came to him with an idea, and they're like, "Let's go." And so
it looks pretty fucking good. I was very surprised when I saw the trailer. I was like,
dude,
"Oh wow, that looks really pretty good."
It kind of reminds me of like they're turning him into Freddy Krueger, which is fucking dope. Like especially since we
Like,
can't get a
I mean,
Freddy Krueger
Hawke-
movie.
Ethan Hawke as the new Freddy Krueger. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, basically,
Everybody wanted Kevin Bacon. I want Ethan
Yeah.
Hawke.
dude.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke.
Dude, I was watching during Katie's stream on Friday. She watches music videos all day, and someone sent in Katie put on the Ghost playing at the Sirius XM studios, and like him playing the kazoo and everything. But the fucking guitarists are wearing the grabber basically mask, and this is before Black Phone came out. And I'm just like, I wonder if Scott Derrickson got like inspired or Joe Hill got inspired by
yeah, that would be the Meliora.
yeah.
Meliora.
But it's the
era.
same kind of mask with no mouth, and like obviously they changed his in that movie, but yeah, man, like it's weird going as I don't know, as like a horror fan. Death and just like destruction and like all this stuff is kind of usual, but it's like it's the tone of these movies that really matters, right? Like it's like there's a huge difference between this movie that makes you feel so gross and say something like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is like has a way higher body count, but like you're giggling the whole time because it's fucking hysterical, right? Like,
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I just think that I can appreciate these movies, but I know there are people who will watch this movie a billion times, right? Like they'll be like,
no, I don't know how they do it either, man. Like I said, don't get me wrong, man. This movie's really good, but god damn,
dude, this like it's funny. You know how some people like, you know how kind of how the first Terrifier makes you feel because it makes you feel that gross and like that grimy because of like the
I took a
fifth-
shower afterwards
Yeah, these are way worse in my opinion because it's just like
because it's an emotional it's an emotional assault as opposed to like a physical, like, because like Terrifier is not cerebral by any means.
No.
It's just brute
Grindhouse-
force fucking
yeah.
attack. This is an attack on your emotions and your psyche. Like,
yeah, it's like attacking on mankind almost, like, right? It's like this is shitting on the foster system. It's
Yeah.
shitting on like people who
that
refuse.
woman would not have been approved.
No, dude, it's funny. I get what you're saying, but I think that in my head, they explained it or worked around that enough that you can.
For sure, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
But
you know
dude,
what I mean?
the foster system sucks in America. It
I'm not
sucks
saying
real
I'm
bad.
not saying it doesn't. Because
Yeah.
of course it fucking does. It absolutely does. And people get approved to be foster parents all the time that they don't get enough. They don't do enough research into their background, whether they should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you horror stories about fucking scumbags that I fucking work with that have literally been arrested in the middle of their shift for shit, and they were
Yeah.
fucking foster parents. That just happened recently. We had a supervisor at my fucking company that got arrested in the middle of his shift.
Yeah,
And he was a foster parent and he was doing inappropriate shit with his foster kids.
dude.
Fucking scumbag. So it does fucking happen
Yeah.
all the time, obviously. So when I say that woman would never be approved, I know full well it's possible, but
Yeah,
you think there's no fucking way that they would just approve this woman to be a foster parent after.
dude. I mean, you think about it though, like fucking HBK, BTK was like such a founding member of his like community and like this this like pillar of his community. These people, sociopaths, have a fucking thing where they can act like they're perfect.
I read a thing not too long ago, and it said the worst person you know identifies as a Christian.
Yup,
And I'm like, that's so fucking painfully true.
dude.
Like
It's
the biggest piece of shit you ever met in your life probably identifies as a Christian.
dude. America
That
today,
guy.
man. Every single time, the ones who are pointing at trans kids and who are pointing at like drag queens and all this stuff are it's always giving yourself the ones who are screaming the loudest about these minorities and these
They're
groups.
the ones that that's a confession as well.
Yeah, it's a confession of like them getting caught with kiddie porn or whatever, and it's just like it always that, man. I've said that, like, why are the people who are Christians the most fucking hateful people in the fucking world, in America at least. I don't know if that translates all over the rest of the world, but here it's like a fucking thing, and it's just like, man. Ken, I have to say, what was more you had to say about this film? Because we've said a lot. I mean, we're not done yet, but we're wrapping up pretty soon. But like, what is the thing that you're like that really is going to stand out to you in the long run with this? Like, besides the knife scene.
Well, I've talked to a few different people who have seen it, and everybody said it's one of the top movies in the last 30 years for them, horror wise,
Yeah.
and like the way that it sticks with you. I think that it's heartbreaking. I think that it's not heartbreaking in the way that The Ugly Stepsister was. And it does deal with mental health a little bit because that woman definitely needed mental health, but
Yeah.
she definitely chose not to. It wasn't a
Yeah.
situation where people weren't listening. She wasn't asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's something I would watch again, but it would be a long time till.
Yeah.
I would prefer not to watch it again, but not for bad reasons.
No, it's just, I think that gross feeling after you're done, right? It's just like, you're like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to feel gross. And like I said, it was it was a weird 24 hours for me watching Superman, which like I felt hopeful and like, you know, like happy after watching it, and then this is just like the gut punch in the other direction.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the movie to watch after you've watched Superman. You want to flip those two.
Yeah.
You want to watch this and be like, oh my god, and then you're like, okay, I gotta watch Superman to cleanse my palate.
Yeah. I want to believe in hope and things like that. By the way, fucking Nicholas, whatever his name is, Renfield playing Lex Luthor was one of my favorite things ever. And
he made Jesse Eisenberg look like Jesse Eisenberg, I guess. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that and Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. It was the best thing, and it was so much.
I read a thing. Did you know they kind of had James Gunn and Nathan Fillion kind of had to fight to keep the haircut?
No, I mean I saw that like
producers initially they were like, I don't know about this haircut. They didn't want him to look like that, but they were both like, he has to look like that.
Well, dude, in the comics, he was a ginger half the time with weird haircuts, and then like when he was blonde, he had that weird bowl cut. Dude, Green Lantern was one of my favorite comics, like in my 20s, because of the just imagination of Green.
Hal or a John Stewart? Or
I like Hal. I mean, I like Hal a lot.
I like John Stewart.
Yeah. John Stewart's awesome. I think that show's gonna be awesome, but like,
yeah, I hope so.
But it was so cool seeing him like beating up tanks with the fucking Green Lantern middle fingers and shit like that. Yeah, it's so cool.
Let's not talk too much about it. Ken hasn't seen it.
Yeah, that was in the ads, but yeah. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap up? Then.
Sorry for being sleepy.
No, you're good. I mean, you didn't have to come. You could have gone and napped instead, and so I appreciate you came anyways.
I'm probably going to have to miss a few episodes here coming up. So.
Yeah, you're going to be busy. Brian, is there anything you want to watch next week then? Like since
I actually had an idea, but I can't since I wasn't part of the podcast full time. I'm still not as much as I miss. Have you and Josh ever talked about like The Strangers?
No. We've never done The Strangers.
That'd be a fun path to go down.
Because, we've got Strangers Chapter 2 coming out, and it surprisingly looks pretty good. Do you guys want to talk about, like, those old Strangers movies? Like, talk about the first one, and then maybe we could talk about Prey at Night afterwards.
Dude, and then I never even watched that whole movie. I watched, like, half of it, and then got distracted, and then forgot to ever go back to it, and I was enjoying it. Even
the original Strangers fucked with me.
It's really dude, it's a pretty fucking good movie.
It's a great movie. I have whole stories for that. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I don't know about you guys, but, like, being home alone and, like, hearing shit is some of the scariest shit you can have. Like, it's just like, you're like, oh, someone's breaking in my house, and they'll just find my body cut up into pieces. I
say that's why I have my dog.
Yeah.
But I think he would just kiss them.
Yeah,
probably.
Dude, I come into my house.
We had our bedroom door closed because we're dealing with one of these cats peeing in one spot, and I'm waiting on like some enzymes to get here to help with it. And when cats got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, the vacuum like seal on the room broke. Like if you've got doors and windows and shit, whatever. And he was standing in the doorway looking at me. And I woke up at that moment and saw him and screamed bloody murder. Like, he
Yeah.
scared the fuck out of me because
Yeah.
home invasion shit fucks
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah. Dude, the first night I watched Trick and Lilith, Katie and Zeke's Poodles, I woke up in the middle of the night and Trick's on the bed. And Trick is black. They call him the Void. And he's sitting up staring at me in the dark, but I could see the fucking silhouette. And I'm like, ah! And I'm just like, oh, you fucking asshole. You fucking creep dog. You creep dog. That was the first night he'd ever been away from his parents. But like, so it was like a big thing for him. But like, man, I was like, you fucking asshole dog. You scared the living shit out of me. Yeah, that shit, man, it's just like, dude, I have like walked through my house with a pistol because I thought I heard something. Like, it's fucking shit scares me, man. Like, you're just like, and it's just like, oh, fuck, man. So I get it. Yeah, let's watch Strangers then. We could do that road. Okay. Ken, when you fly back to the shithole that is the US of A?
Friday. The day after this comes out.
Okay. Well, you'll miss next week then, but
Yeah.
it's okay. She's like, oh,
Maybe.
missing
We'll
the
see. We'll see.
missing the strangers. Darn.
We'll see.
Okay. Cool. Well, you guys can come, follow me on Twitch and Blue Sky and all that shit at Rod_Johnston. And yeah, come and buy my book on Amazon. The Death and Rebirth of a Human Heart. You could do that. And yeah, so that's me. Brian, any stuff you want to pimp? How's the new podcast? Have you done any more episodes of the new
We've
show?
had to take some time off because life just got kind of busy for Matt. His band got pretty busy, which is a good thing. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
And then I honestly, like I said, I actually think the other podcast is probably just done.
Dead, yeah.
Which is fine, I understand. But other than that, you can find me pushing vinyl on Mondays at FM Vintage Sound.
Nice.
But yeah, that's about all that's going on in my life right now.
Cool. Ken, everything for you.
Twitch.tv/continue, KINTINUE, doing gaming stuff, but also doing some kind of crafty stuff and some shop stuff and like different shit like that. So yeah.
I watched
Cool.
you cut some wood.
And not her fingers. Ken will eventually chop a finger off live on Twitch, but
Rod, don't speak that into existence, man.
Do you know Ken? Because I know Ken well enough that she's like, I don't want her to cut I'm not going, I hope she cuts a finger off. I'm just saying, I know Ken, ADHD, and distractions and noises. Someone's gonna donate fucking subs or something, and the loud noise is gonna fucking scare her, and she's gonna be missing a finger.
You turn your alerts off when you're doing that, right?
No.
Oh God.
You should probably do that, Ken. You should probably do that.
They're not that loud in my headphones though whenever I'm doing it. So
Still scare the shit out of me. Okay, cool. Then The Strangers with what year is that? Like 2000, early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Six?
I want to say 2000. Yeah, 2010ish.
Yeah.
Within 5 years of that, probably.
Cool. Okay, cool. Next week, that is The Strangers, and we will see you guys later and love you. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye. Bam.